Thank you for tuning in today on the Black Hillbillies channel. Today our recipe is going to be corned beef hash with onions and potatoes. And the reason why I chose this recipe today is because it's a very budget-friendly recipe. So if you're on a budget, if you're on Social Security or you're not working much or you got several kids to feed and you just need something quick to whip up, that's very economical. This is the perfect recipe. So let's go ahead and get started. Usually what I do first is I go ahead and get the pan good and hot. I usually turn it on about 4 to 5. Not too hot to where it's splashing, but just hot enough to where once I do add the onions, they'll go ahead and start to saute. Now, I forgot to mention earlier that I cut up about half of a large onion. You can use more onion if you like, but I just usually prefer to use just a half of an onion, so that way it won't overpower the taste of the corned beef. And usually what I'll do is I'll just saute it until it gets pretty soft. I don't like hard onions, in my corned beef. So I usually always make sure I wait and I let it, get a little bit brown before I add the corned beef in. That way the onions will be real tender once I add that in. Okay, now, since my onions have cooked pretty good, if you can see, they've turned almost a translucent color, so that's a good thing. That's letting me know that these onions are pretty tender. They're getting pretty tender. I went ahead and added my corned beef, and I'm going to stir that good. Now, earlier, I didn't show you, but earlier I went ahead and took one large red skin potato, actually two large red skin potatoes, and chopped them up and boiled them for about 20 minutes till they got soft. And once I get this meat good and sauteed, I'm going to add the potatoes in there too. And this meal will easily feed between 3 and 4 people. Now, we country people, what we like to do is we like to add it with a piece of white bread at the end of it, which gives it a little bit of a country twist. I'll add in my potatoes in just a moment. Right now, my food is almost done. I went ahead and folded in my potatoes. And as you can see, I have my onions, my corned beef, and my taters in here. So now I got a full meal here. And like I stated earlier, this is enough to feed about 3 or 4 people. So 2 adults and maybe 2 youngins if you got some kids at home. Or if you're just greedy and you just want to eat it all for yourself, you can do that too. Alright, well, bon appetit. It's ready to serve and eat. Y'all have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Black Hillbillies. Don't forget to subscribe now.